Jake Paul, a YouTuber that in the last few years no doubt completely took over this website. From vlogging to pranks to being a complete and utter bellend on camera every single day, there is no doubt in my mind that this man has been the internet's biggest talking point in the last few years. But recently, there has been a massive change to his channel. From getting tens of millions of views per videos, massive music videos which had hundreds of millions of views, having a massive audience and an army of brainless children, Jake Paul's YouTube channel is now officially dead. And in today's video, you guessed it, we're going to be talking about how this man's channel right here is sinking so quickly that even the Titanic is worried.
Jake Paul.
There's a boat.
Jake Paul.
I want to apologize to our...
And now there's no doubt in my mind that you've probably seen the title and you're immediately thinking to yourself, well, that's pretty obvious. Nobody likes the guy and he's a complete bellend. And, you know, I can't refute that. That is pretty much the answer. But there are some sub-reasons to why this guy has become so disliked. Because, yeah, Jake Paul's YouTube channel is pretty much dead at this point. He's barely getting any views. In fact, his views right now are incredibly similar to one of my last video's views. And at that point, you should probably just quit. But the thing is, it's not like Jake Paul wasn't disliked from the starting. The video that he first blew up on has 4.5 million dislikes. God, can this please be the last time I have to hear that song? I had to reference it, but come on, I've seen this song so many times at this point, but you get the point. Starting off from this song, this blew him up, so many people discovered him, people like me, other YouTubers, and we immediately all thought, this guy right here, complete and utter clown. But for some reason, there are around 15 million children out there that thought, oh yeah, I really like this guy. I like it when he jumps on the van and that's really cool. Yeah, that was a thing. But apparently these kids no longer like him. So as I said just now, why do these kids no longer like this guy? Well, the first answer is they grew up. They simply just grew up. Have you ever liked somebody when you were younger on YouTube and you thought, wow, that guy's good? 3 years later, you go to university and you think, what the fuck? That guy is a bit of a bellend. And now obviously at this point we all know that the main critique of Jake Paul when he first came about was that the guy just could not sing.
I've been thinking, hoping, can we leave it open?
He still can't sing, but the thing is, Jake, if you want to learn how to sing, if you want to learn how to actually rap because you really need to, I suggest going over to Skillshare. This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Now it's the new year, we've gotten past Christmas, we've gotten past the bevies, and it's time for you to learn some more life skills, learn some essentials that you need, and you can do that with Skillshare. Now Skillshare is a community based on the internet with so much to explore and actual projects to create and work on with fellow creatives, and if you ever need any help with these projects, there is always support available to you. At this point, it's pretty ridiculous how many classes Skillshare can offer you, from learning how to code in Java to learning any essential life skill that you can possibly imagine, and the best thing is, you can just fit it into your daily routine and do it whenever you want to learn these things. For example, recently I've been wanting to learn how to improve my editing skills in other editing softwares from what I usually use, so I found a tutorial by Jordy Van Put where it shows me how to edit in Premiere Pro, and this has been extremely useful to me. So if you want to be like me, if you want a receding hairline, you can go and use this class right here and learn how to edit and, you know, possibly become a YouTuber. Because, you know, we all want to be like me. Right, guys? And if you're worried about the price of Skillshare, do not be worried, because Skillshare is very affordable, especially when it comes to comparing it to learning skills in specific classes in real life. Because let's be real, people, who likes real life? Not me. We're all lead haters in this room, aren't we? Right, guys? For just $10 a month, you can explore your passions and skills and anything you really want to learn. It's all available on Skillshare. So go and get started by clicking the link in the description to get 2 free months of premium membership and explore your creativity and just learn something new this year, because you need to, trust me. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. Let's hope Jake Paul takes advantage of that code just like he took advantage of all his friends.
I want to apologize.
But getting back into the video, there are as many reasons as you can possibly think to why people dislike Jake Paul, but I think the real thing we need to take a look at is why people actually like this guy in the first place. And the main reason is because he did crazy things like this.
I feel like the police are gonna come. Oh, Oh. Oh god, it's already in flames. Oh my god. Whoa. How did that even happen?
Oh, how did that happen? That's absolutely crazy. Probably because you poured oil on it and set it alight. What do you think was going to happen? Fireworks are going to go into the sky? Moron. Complete moron. And that video is 3 years old. But for some reason, this was what was popular back in the day on the internet. And I sound like a boomer right now. Probably because I am. Big up the 90s kids.
I am not a boomer.
But yeah, the famous year of 2017. You know, the one where KSI made his Twitter profile picture black. And Pewdiepie said the M-word. And Jake Paul came about. It wasn't really the best of years, was it? And I guess the big appeal in that year was diss tracks and shit diss tracks.
Let me tell y'all about this fuck Jake Paul. Fake wife, fake life, no talent at all.
I mean, you can say that again.
Boom. Roasted.
At the time, in 2017, this was actually a new, hip, and cool thing. But the thing is, this shtick kind of stayed until 2020. In 2017, Jake was a bellend. In 2018, Jake was a bellend. In 2019, Jake was a bellend. And you guessed it, people. In 2020, Jake Paul was kind of a bellend, but his channel's dead now, so we don't really check unless you're doing research like me. Now, YouTube, with the new terms of service, I would just like to say, for a critical reason, Jake was a bellend. I do not like the actions he did, so please do not strike this video. I'm so scared of saying mean things about people nowadays. I keep saying nowadays. I'm not a boomer. I promise. Just leave me alone. Go comment right now saying we believe you, Nabs, and like the video. 30,000 likes, and I will do something. I will release a music video. And also, could you please subscribe right now? I'm doing this in every video now. Subscribe right now because I want to get to 500,000, quarter of a million. I'm already there. I want to get to 500,000. Please get me there right now. If I'm not at 500,000 after this video, I will probably do nothing, but I'll be slightly sad. But yeah, it does just seem nowadays people are bored of the guy and they're bored of all the people involved. I was taking a look at some of the social medias of the people involved with Jake Paul back in the day, and they just have dead Twitter profiles, because that is what happens when you base your whole career on being a dick to people. And now I'm terrified.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
But for an example, a month ago, Alyssa Violet broke up with her boyfriend FaZe Banks in what seemed to be a pretty sad and hard breakup for her. So what does Jake Paul do? He makes the truth about Alyssa Violet. I mean, you're just a dick. That's your only talent. Like, fair play, these guys, they're hardworking, but their only actual talent is they know how to annoy people. That's literally it. There was no need to make this, but you just did.
I don't know like how to say this, but I'm the reason Banks and Alyssa broke up.
Stop it. Get some help.
So at this point, we have people growing up and boredom in general. Combining them, we'll have people just not tuning into Jake's channel. And an example of that is when you take a look at the press conference videos between Gib and Jake Paul. Because if you didn't know, these two, they're having a big old punch-up session, a big and Gib uploaded his promotion for the video. It got 2.6 million views at the time of recording this video, and then Jake Paul uploaded a video titled Jake Paul versus KSI's friend, but it wasn't getting any views. So he changed the title to Jake Paul versus Gib, and then when the views came in because people wanted to see Gib, he then changed the title back. This is how irrelevant the guy has become. And the thing is, Gib has so many less subscribers than Jake, but he is still getting better views than the guy. I mean, I would like to say I feel sorry for Jake, but honestly, it is just pretty funny. And now another main argument people will make about why Jake's channel truly dropped off was because he did actually stop doing the content he was mainly known for, which were the famous daily vlogs. I don't know why I did that, but yeah, daily vlogs.
What's up, daily vlog? Starting them up again. Here we go.
Now, if you want to feel old, the first ever Jake Paul daily vlog was uploaded 5 years ago. Jake Paul is officially a weird, fucked up form of nostalgia that is terrifying.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
And I do feel like this is the main reason this channel dropped off, because as much as people get bored, the YouTube algorithm is far more terrifying.
My name's Susan Wojcicki, and
I'm just responding to Susan.
please, 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 Susan, get this video to 1 million views, because boy, do I need it. But yeah, these scripted crazy vlogs were genuinely something unique at the time. They were something fun and different to the platform, and really, not many people knew who these guys were, so they didn't really have a problem with them. And the thing is, they were both, Logan and Jake, uploading every single day, so this really did change the game. As much as you may not like these two, there is no doubt whatsoever, in a pure compliment to them both, they completely changed the entire stratosphere of YouTube. And I don't even know if that wording makes sense, but they changed a lot. And honestly, I can see the appeal to why kids would have enjoyed this content back in the day, because if there's anything kids like the most, it's rich white kids being rich white kids.
Jake, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't crawl up there.
Why?
Okay. I just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, to get onto YouTube Rewind back in the day, all you really had to do was just jump on a news fan, upload crazy vlogs, and, you know, release terrible music videos.
I've been thinking, hoping, can we leave it open?
If there's one thing we've learned from 2017 and 2016, is we should just stop YouTube music. I don't care if you're talented. I don't care if you studied for 50 years using my Skillshare code. I don't care at all. Just stop it. Just stop it. If you want to become a singer, you are not allowed to be a YouTuber. And if you want to be a YouTuber, you're not even allowed to listen to music. I think that's the fair game in this situation. Justin Bieber, just go away.
Okay, go cry yourself to sleep, okay?
It's 2020 and I still don't know what goes through this man's brain. Now, so far, we have 3 reasons to why Jake's channel fell off. His audience grew up, his audience got bored, and also, the YouTube algorithm is a terrifying thing. But the person the YouTube algorithm loves the most is Shane Dawson. And now Shane is honestly the person I feel put the final nail in the coffin for Jake Paul's channel. Because if you didn't know, in, I don't know, maybe last year, there was this small series, and it was about Jake, and something happened in it, and it involved some guy that everyone on this website completely hates. It was me. Hi! Oh my god. When your career's highest point could never be topped again, because I am never getting in a video that has 26 million views ever again. Now, I feel that this series right here was pretty much the thing that threw Jake's channel off a cliff. We've seen Thanos throwing Gamora off a cliff, but now you have to imagine YouTube is Mount Everest and Jake's channel is getting thrown off it. Because this series pretty much exposed Jake for the worst things, because we actually saw who Jake Paul was. And if you didn't get a little bit of a taster from his YouTube channel, boy, did we get a taster from this series.
What's Jake Paul 2?
I had a second account. When Chance left Team 10, he like stole their account. Because Chance and Anthony had an account together, and like Chance left Team 10 and like switched the passwords and like stole the account. Anthony was like left without like anything, and so I just gave him my second account.
I mean, it was complete bollocks. Like this statement is complete and utter bollocks, because Chance Sutton came out of a tweet which basically disproved everything Jake said in this to be complete and utter lies, and also he continued to show his manipulative and lying self in this series by saying things like this.
So people basically think that you're manipulating young people, kids watching, to spend their money on you, to buy your merch.
All right, Ben, we need to sell some merch, you know? You're cute, so they'll buy the merch if you wear it. I'm gonna need you to put this on and go in front of the camera, okay?
So I'm curious, like, what your reaction is when people say that's, like, crazy.
I honestly think it's fucking stupid that people think that's manipulative. Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with it at all. Like, just because my fans are younger, does that mean I'm manipulating?
Do I have to say anything here?
I honestly think it's fucking stupid that people think that's manipulative.
And the Oak Truck. RBO is my new clothing brand. The new drop just came out. It's the most fire. We got sweatshirts. Buy that merch. An exclusive amount of items. I think only like 500, so you guys have to hurry.
The value in influencers.
As you order the Shop RBO merch right now, I will actually personally
buy that merch.
Deliver it to your door and shoot you in the face with this merch. That's a bit.
And like how much power we had, and like
put the RBO merch on, bro.
Buy that merch. Buy that.
That's what I'm saying with that RBO merch. Oh, it already all sold out, so you guys gotta hurry and go to Shop RBO.
I realize with this much power, why don't I create and own the pie instead of promoting someone else's pie?
Merch. Buy that merch.
RBO! Go to shop RBO.com!
shoprnbo.com.
I love you. Go to shoprnbo.com. Buy that merch. Buy that merch.
Now obviously them things about merchandise and Jake Paul is completely old news, but it is the final nail in the coffin for Jake's channel. He has been exposed so much, and now his audience who think this whole thing on his channel is fake realize that in the real situations that Jake gets put in, he's still a bellend. He's still just not a very nice person. So he's gone from doing things like this.
Chris Brown, I know you were supposed to fight Soulja Boy, but I think it's time to get in the ring.
To being forced into a fight with six-figure Gibber whilst getting less views than him. Now to conclude this video, Jake's Paul career has fallen off, as I've said a million times in this video. People got bored. People thought this guy, just in general, isn't a nice guy. And then he quit the daily vlog, which was probably the worst thing you could possibly do. Now I understand the mental toll that this whole thing would take on you with a daily upload every single day, especially when they're scripted, so I can understand why he quit that. But I am actually going to end this video on saying a nice thing about Jake and Logan. I genuinely do believe that these two people will be around and popular on the internet in the next 10 years. Because as much as Jake Paul's channel has fallen off, I'm not saying the guy doesn't get talked about anymore. I'm just saying, compared to what it used to be, it does seem pretty irrelevant nowadays. It does seem completely dead on his YouTube channel, and I think he'd admit that, considering in the past he was actually considering quitting, and I think he still is. But yeah, that is the ending of the video. Big six-figure Gibber is coming for you, Jake. Please subscribe to the channel right now. Let's get to 500,000 before, I don't know, the ending of February. Please go follow my social medias at iNabber69. Please like the video right now, 30,000 likes, and I will do the same video but with Logan Paul. If you want that, 30,000 likes, go follow my Instagram at iNabber69, and that is the end of the video. I will see you on Sunday. Peace out, people. Have a good one.